How to add at the end of your video to recommend it to your viewers to see so that they click immediately and watch. I mean those videos recommending that pops up as you're rounding up watching one. How do you make them pop up? Thanks. Okay, this is a question that somebody actually asked in my, I did a Q&A and I said I was going to be answering every single question you guys dropped there. So this is a question that so I guess that this person is actually asking about end screen, those end screen that actually pop up at the end of the video. So I'm going to be doing a screen record right now to show you guys. Let me start my screen record. I'm going to be answering every single question that was asked there. Yeah, so okay, now I'm going to be starting my screen record. Okay, so the first thing for you to do right now, head over to your YouTube studio using the desktop. I already searched for it earlier, so I do not have to type it anymore. Okay, yeah, so let's just wait for it to load. Okay, so once you get to this particular part, just click on the video, go to your content. Yeah, place you have your content, you can see the video. So the video you want to use, okay, let me use this part. Which video should I get? Let me use this cheated, for example, which is my most recent video. Let me click on it. Let's say I want to add end screen to that particular video, so it pops up. If you look at the right, if you look towards the down, you can see this part that says end screen and card. Card is the one you add in between your videos, but I think the person was asking for end screen. So you can see this end screen here. Let's just click on end screen. So they have several options of end screen. Do you want one video and one subscribe to pop up? Do you want one video, like, look at so many options, one video, one subscribe? Like, how do you want the layout to be? Do you want the video to be here? That round circle is to subscribe, so that's what the subscribe button is actually going to be. They have different layout for you, just need to choose. Okay, let me just go for this first one that says one video and one subscribe. So once you have done all of this, you now click on this first one. So you can either use your most recent upload or best for viewer according to YouTube, which is the one people are actually, maybe the one related to the video that YouTube see to be the best for viewer, or choose specific video. This one is if you have a video in mind yourself. So I'll just be choosing choose specific video because I want to attach my own video. I don't want YouTube to choose for me, so I can just choose this new trick to get 4,000 watch hour. As you can see, it's already there, and this is it. So after all of that is done, you just click on save and then you're good to go. So make sure you save. If you don't save, you have not done anything on the YouTube app, YouTube Studio app. So let me now end this screen record and go on to the next question. I hope that is actually answered. Okay, I'll try my best to be as fast as I can. Okay, someone said, how many subscribers do I need to use Restream.io? You don't need, in fact, with 0 subscribers you can go live with Restream.io as long as you are using your system. Okay, Restream.io, it is like a pathway. You understand? You're actually going live on YouTube, but Restream.io is like a pathway to which you can actually live stream to different apps at once. Like, let's say you want to live stream to YouTube, to Facebook, to Twitch, whatever. You can do everything at once. So it is like a pathway, but you're actually going live on YouTube. I don't know if you understand. So for YouTube, when you're using your mobile device, if you're using your phone to live stream, you need at least 50 subscribers to be able to do all of that. But for your system, do you know you can actually go live on YouTube with 0 subscribers as long as you're using your laptop or your system? It's only for mobile device. That's where that 50 subscribers actually playing. I don't know if you guys actually understand. So for those of you saying, oh, I want to go live, but I don't even have 50 subscribers, what do I do? You don't need to wait. As long as you have a laptop, you only need to wait. If you don't have a laptop, if you don't have a system, then maybe it's only your mobile phone. But you can actually use your laptop to go live. Okay, let me go on to the next question. So I'll try to be quick. Okay, someone said, how much is the average made on 1K views in dollars? Okay, this particular question, see, there is no specific amount, although I'm going to be showing you an example of a video of mine that is like 1K. I'll show you how much I actually got. Yeah, but there is no specific. Let me even check my videos right now. Yeah, I'll try to be very quick about this. Let me show you. I want to look for a video that has exactly 1K. I think I have a video like that. That's okay. Go to YouTube Studio. This particular video, I'm going to be leaving the screenshots for you to see, or let me just do a screen record, so I will just place it in the video so you guys can actually get to see it yourself. Okay, I've started the screen record. So this particular video, if you look down here, you can see I have 1.1K. Not exactly 1K. I don't think I have exactly 1K, but let's just go. So you see the revenue aspect. So this one actually paid $1.27 depending on the video. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that, see, for every 1K view I get paid $1.15. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that there's no specific price. A lot of things actually contribute to how much YouTube will actually pay you for 1K view. Some people earn higher, some people earn less, because of one, where their audience is coming from. If you have audience from the top world country, maybe like US, Australia, Canada, UK, then definitely your revenue is going to be higher. It can even be up to like $3 or $4, depending on where your audience are coming from, and also depend on the kind of video you're making. I did a video recently about how much YouTube pay me for 1K view. As an entertainment video, I got 0.57. Look at, for every 1,000 view. That is like my previous video, the one I said cheated. So I did it for every 1,000 view. I'm going to be getting a 0.5, not even up to $1. Can you see? And this one is $1.15. So you see that it varies depending on the niche you're doing, depending on the audience, where your audience are actually coming from, and depending on the kind of video you're making. So that's like those factors actually contribute to how much actually pay you for every 1K view. Okay, so now let me now head on to the next question. I want to be as fast as I can so that I don't get to, bore you guys out. How do I get more views? Okay, this particular question is actually vague. Yes, because if you need more views, there are a lot of things to be done. But the first thing that is actually very, very important is to, first of all, optimize your channel. Once your channel is not properly optimized, the settings, first of all, you need to focus on making sure that your settings, everything in that particular channel is properly optimized. You use the right description, the right hashtags. Some people ignore profile picture. See, profile picture goes a long way. It goes a long way. Like, sometimes when I see people do something and there's no profile picture on their channel, I'll be like, this person, is he really, profile picture should not be totally ignored. People talk less about profile picture. They only talk about, set up this, set up that, but they talk less about profile picture. Profile picture goes a long way. The kind of picture you use, and putting a profile picture, don't ignore it. Don't just leave it to be, let's say, A or B, depending on what your email is or what your name is. YouTube will just use the first letter. That's what so you need to set up your profile picture. It really, really matters. Then make good, valuable content. Make content that people really need to watch. Make content that people want to see. Don't just make content that, maybe a content that you yourself cannot even watch. I already made a video about how you can know a good video. A good video is the one you can actually sit down and watch all by yourself over and over again, and you enjoy it without getting tired. That's how you know you made a good video. But when you're watching it and you cannot even watch to the end, you just even need to skip your own video at that matter, just know that video you do not really do justice with. And if you are being honest with yourself, you can actually tell if you actually did well with a video or not. So once that video is good and you properly optimize it and you're consistent, you keep posting. Consistency does not mean you should be posting every single day. Does not mean like that you can choke. Me that posting every day like this, it choke. And now I have other several channels. Oh my god. I have a channel that I've not posted there in like 10 days right now. So that's because I have been here and there. So posting every day sometimes can be very, very demanding. It can be so demanding. But if you know that you have the chance to post every single day, that is totally fine and good. But if you know that you don't have the chance to actually post every single day, at least 3 times a week, that's the barest minimum I used to advise people. I'll say the barest minimum, at least 3 times a week, just to gain your stance. So when you are now like grown, you have your own audience, then you cannot reduce it that, okay, now I am big, I'm a big YouTuber, I'm not more a growing YouTuber, I have over 100,000 subscribers, I have my audience already. Then you cannot reduce your posting. You can put it maybe once a week, if that's what you want. Instead of doing it 3 days per week, You cannot put it to be once a week, but at least you have gotten your audience. But someone that is just trying to get audience, just trying to have a stand, just trying to grow your presence here on YouTube, you don't need to slack and be saying, no, you want to post once a week. You don't need to slack like that. You need to get at least 3 times a week. Okay, so in summary, just properly optimize your video and make sure you have good, valuable content. You definitely get views. Okay, so now let me now move on to the next question. I really hope I'm not wasting so much time. Okay, someone said, in your next video, please talk about altered content. I want to be clarified. Okay, altered content is when there is something, either I think I've made several videos on addressing that particularly. I think I've made videos on that, about what YouTube refers to as altered content. So altered content is when something is not original. You understand? It is not, even when you, okay, I'm going to be leaving the picture here, maybe here or here, what YouTube says about altered content, so you can act like when you're about to upload, because it's even actually there. So whether you use anything artificial in maybe the video, maybe through the visuals, through the sound or image, as long as it is artificial, even if it is 1%, 2%, 90%, regardless of the percentage, as long as you use anything artificial, then please do what to click on yes. If you are uploading your videos, click on yes. YouTube is not saying that altered content is not going to be monetized or not, but YouTube is saying that when you do not disclose it repeatedly, maybe maybe if you use them altered content, but you do not notify them, you do not put yes, and they find out and they see that it is a repeated offense, they can actually, if you're monetized, they can demonetize you, or at most cause leads to your channel termination. It's not me that said it, it's YouTube that said it. I've done a video on that specifically to warn people already. So altered content, you need to be very careful. That is those doing folk tales. Not only folk tales, there are several faceless channels. Some people can like anything that you just know. It can be the image, you can generate it from ChatGPT. It's not a real image. You just want to just generate it. Some generate it from ChatGPT. So those ones, they are altered content. So you just need to notify YouTube. Okay, so I think I've answered basically the questions right here. So if you guys still have more questions for me, please do want to put it down in this comment section, like this particular video. Any question at all, I really want to take my time to answer questions that are on you guys' mind, because I know you guys actually have a lot of questions bottled up in your mind. So please put it down. I will take it that a lot of people did not get to see that particular post, so that's why the questions are not really there coming. But I think I've answered everybody that actually asked question on that community tab right now, on my community post rather. So if you still have more questions, anything bothering you, you want me to address anything, put it down in the comment section. I'm going to be answering it, like every single question, every single one of them. I'm going to be answering it in my next video. All right, thank you for staying. This is Nika. In case you don't know what I do, I think you already know what I do. Actually, I talk about how I share how you can actually like grow your YouTube channel as a beginner, as a small YouTuber, or we are all growing actually. How we can grow together, we share tips and all. So, and in case if you're interested in my one-on-one coaching, I'm going to be leaving the link to my email here for you guys to see. In case if you're interested, you might want to. Okay, so people actually get to misunderstand this one-on-one coaching. So somebody was actually asking me that, does it mean I cannot talk to you? No, you guys are getting it all wrong. See, if you want to talk to me, you can definitely talk to me. You can say, okay, I want to talk to you. You can talk to me. But if maybe you just need clarity, maybe just like 1 or 2 things, you can definitely reach out to me. But if you want guidance, like coaching, you guys know what coaching is. If you want coaching, that's when you should book a session. So I'm not saying, oh, you cannot talk to me. If you want to talk to me, you must book a session first. No. You can talk to me, right? I'm open for everyone. But it's just that if you want that one-on-one coaching, if you want me to look at your channel, if you want me to scrutinize, if you want me to have a personalized communication with you, one-on-one, that's when you should book a session. Do you understand? Yeah, I think I've actually clarified that. And that's on period, and that's on per. All right, guys. See you again in our next video. Bye, guys.